Hey, when I lived in, not Chicago, I'm so sorry, give me my brain a second. When I lived in Salt Lake City, I was helping get a retail store, helping to get off the ground, get their sales going, and so forth. While I was there, it was me and the lady from corporate who had flown into Salt Lake City as well to meet me there. The goal was to, again, help the store get started, help the manager who was there and get their sales to grow and pick up the sales and so forth, increase the sales. While we were there, we talked through the scenario. Okay, what if this happens? And then what if this happens? What if this employee does this? What if this happens? So we were trying to workshop to be prepared for every scenario. When we called corporate later and talked to who was basically the people who started the company, one of the owners made a great point. That person said, "You will never think of every scenario that will happen. You just have to make a decision, do what needs to be done, and respond accordingly." I found that very interesting, and that I thought about that today because I'm at a juncture in my life. We always hit those moments like, okay, I need to make a decision where I am coming to the end of my lease and I want to cut my expenses. So the option is, do I move out? Do I stay here? Do I cut other things? Do I, just all these things. Okay, if I do this, then this will happen. Did the math, it just over and over to the point where I was up, like 3 or 4 times in the night thinking about this. So went around, looked at some places with a friend today and got home, sat down, wasn't thinking about it. And that crossed my mind. Trying to figure out every moment in time and trying to figure out what would be the right decision, trying to be prepared. And I know part of that is a control issue. And yeah, I like stuff to be managed well. I will not lie. But I had to stop thinking about it. I am losing sleep trying to manage something that, honestly, at the end of the day, I may have no control over. Yes, I can stay here and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but I don't know what's going to happen between today and the end of my lease, let alone I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We can plan for something and we can try to think of everything that could go right or what could go wrong or even the gray areas. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to wait for the moment to respond. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being pre-prepared but we can overthink situations. We can overthink how we're going to respond. We can overthink what is going to happen. And the irony of it all, that which we thought was going to happen, sometimes it just does not. It just absolutely does not. So don't overthink it because you don't have all the answers. As you all know, I am a believer in Yahweh. I believe in Him as the only true and divine. I don't know what you believe, but I'm on October 10th of my Jesus calendar. I can't remember what it's called. Jesus is Calling, something. I'm walking toward it so I can see. But it is called, I'm sorry. It is called Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And I have been stuck on October 10th. Sorry, that light is really glaring. Stuck on October 10th. And the first line reads, "Trust me enough to let things happen without striving to predict or control them. Relax and refresh yourself in the light of my everlasting love. My love light never dims, yet you are unaware of my radiant presence. When you project yourself into the future, rehearsing what you will do or say, you are seeking to be self-sufficient, to be adequate without my help. This is a subtle sin, so common that it usually slips by unnoticed. And it goes on, the alternative is to live fully in the present, depending on me each moment. And there's more to it. And I'll try to take a picture and put it at the end. But, what I thought about is, as I, recalling that today and remembering that about the job is, it's right. I realize I'm trying to get back, control it instead of just staying in the present, being present in the present while I continue to build and prepare for a future. But knowing that things happen that we have no control over. It doesn't matter how we try to figure out, how we try to fix it. Think of every scenario. We will always miss something. We are only human. And we can only think of so many things. So yeah, I wanted to share that story. It hit me out of nowhere today. I was like, oh, okay. I'm trying to be prepared and do this and do that and make sure if this happens, this is there. And if that happens, it is tiring. There's a part of me that wants to say it's a waste of energy. There's nothing wrong with being prepared. But sometimes we can overthink things and we do it because of fear and we want to be in control. And the truth of the matter is, there are just situations and challenges over which we have no control, except for how we respond. All right. I am Celeste Jonay. Speak your truth, live with transparency. You will see the triumph. Sorry, I wanted to come back and say, I didn't tell you what happened. So we prepared all these things, how we were going to do training and et cetera, et cetera. What actually ended up happening was the manager and all of her employees walked out. We never saw it coming. Oh, but I did get the store up and running. I was able to hire, and we did exceed in sales. All right. Just wanted to give the ending to it.